Harvesting ship components is one of my favorite gameplay loops in Star Citizen, just because you can explore, go around and find abandoned ships and loot them. They're basically like a big loot box that you can open, and you never know what you can find. Maybe you'll find cargo, guns, or super valuable components. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at exactly that. We're going to visit some scrapyards here and there to see if we can find abandoned ships and take their components or cargo. First place that we're visiting is Brio's Breaker Yard. This is quite a dangerous place if we have cargo, but at the moment we have nothing to lose in our freelancer. So I'm going to go take a look there. Maybe there's some components that we can actually take. Maybe even some boxes that we can pick up. Let's quickly head over. Seems like there's a couple of NPCs here that might try to engage us first. We're going to have to take them out before we try anything here. I am in my freelancer though. Okay, we managed to get the Valkyrie. Next up, another freelancer here. We've got the freelancer. I think there's one more somewhere. Not quite sure. Another freelancer. I think that might be a player in a little cutter trying to do a bounty. I guess we're basically helping them. And we've got both targets. Go to Brio's backyard here if I can find it again. Actually don't see a lot of ships here. Maybe they're just too scared to come here. There's one little thing there here. Take a look if we can scan it. It's a box of barley. Don't think I'm gonna take it. Let's quickly make our way over again. I think he trying to loot something here. No cargo on the Valkyrie though, so we're not gonna bother with it. We might be able to take its weapons and put it on a freelancer, since I don't have repeaters at the moment. Could do that and loot it, but I don't know who this guy is, bro. I think he's gonna land. Why does it say 9 tails though? Anyway, let's move. The next scrapyard is on Orpor. We're gonna go there as well. I think it's in Wayla. These Samson's sons. We're quickly gonna head over there as well. Maybe we can find something. Oh, we just found another ship here. A Cutlass Black. Shields is still on, but who knows what it has, right? Just turn on my shields. Maybe there's a player inside. Scan. So you can find these ships around OMs here and there. The only thing we can really take is cargo and its weapons, if it has any upgraded weapons. It does have NDBs, I believe, which is super good for us. Info. Parts. So it's got a stealth power plant. Definitely been upgraded. But the only thing we can take here is its weapons that we can sell. So I'll definitely take those weapons. I might even equip it to my freelancer. Freelancer max here, but I'm just going to park here. Definitely a decent find for us at least. Something useful that we can use. Looks like it is the police version. I'll just open up the back. So it's a catty blue with the camo. You can hardly even see it because there's camo, but I'll quickly open this up for us. And there we go. Took about 2 mags. Let's just hope this door is also pretty decent. Open. Doesn't want to open. I'm just going to shoot it a little bit here. Should have taken the docking collar instead. Actually might. Okay. It finally opened. So this is a catty blue. See, here's even some places for more weapons. Actually, forgot about the weapon racks in this thing. You learn quite a bit of it. Another door that we need to shoot through, because we don't own the ship. So you can't just enter the ship without opening the doors. Good to know, since I guess it's pretty protected if somebody boards you. Maybe the ship has been offline for quite a bit. I'm just gonna unlock the ports. It is right Alt K. Doesn't seem like the ports want to unlock for some reason. I'm hoping it is unlocked. Let's quickly take a look. Okay, so I've got the sucker punches, which is distortion weapons. And they also got NDBs. I'll just quickly throw this on here. There's the first one. Yes, I can just stand here and take them off. Here's NDBs, super decent weapons for the most part. And then here is the last one. So I only had one distortion weapon on. For some reason, I have no idea why. Maybe they couldn't afford more. Who knows? Pirates might be getting super poor. They can't afford more weapons. But we'll see here. But I could see it snap. Nice. So we've got them basically like this. I'm not going to pick this one up. I want it closer, but a little bit risky sometimes. The only thing we can take, unfortunately, until they gold standard the cutlass. But let's quickly head back to Samson's Sons, or at least we were making our way there. Okay, we're finally here. We can already see a vector down there. I'm not quite sure what it is. Can't select it, but we'll definitely get a little bit closer to see if it got any components. So it's a C2, I believe. Still can't select anything. Maybe my radar is broken. Let me just quickly turn it on and off. I'll just scan, I guess. Maybe we get the information anyways. Here's a constellation. If it has repeaters, we can't basically gather the parts or sell it. If we can take a look here. So it has repeaters. Sometimes you can sell this depending on how long the ship has been left here. I'm not quite sure. Don't even know if it has shields. So we'd rather not look, I guess. Quite a few boxes here as well. And that does look like a Nursa or a Ursa. I have no idea why I can't target ships. Let's just scan this one as well. Oh, there's Rhino repeaters. Few other things. Does seem stock though, so unfortunate. See here. What's this little box? Also looks like waste, unfortunately. So nothing here for us really. Unless we want to risk taking everything here. Let's go to the other scrapyards. Kind of feeling like this server is brand new since I don't see a lot of ships. Usually there's quite a few ships around here that we can loot and so forth. But unfortunately at the moment, maybe the server just reset it and it's brand new. The next scrapyard that we're going to visit here is Devlin Scrap and Salvage. This is close to Microtech, or at least around the planet. We already got a Nomad here. We'll see if we can get something else. Cutter. So the cutter does have components. The Nomads are super difficult to break into. So probably won't go for the Nomad. But we'll see what we can do here. We'll at least give them a scan just to see. First up, the cutter, just to see if it has default components. So the weapons are default, unfortunately. And I believe if the weapons are default, why wouldn't the other things be default as well? There are a couple of boxes, but that box is waste, and there's one underground as well. Maybe that's a vehicle. Kind of difficult to scan. But probably not worth it. We can take a look at the Nomad here. Also default weapons. So probably default components as well. No need to take a look here anymore. We're quickly going to go to SMO 022, I believe. This is a place where a lot of cargo happens. So SM0, the 22 one. Maybe they landed out of Armistice Zone and we can salvage their ships or scavenge it for components. Definitely see there's a lot of ships here. We might have to move them if they're open. We could take a look at the C1 here. So it has a halter basically sealed. This one doesn't come stock. So meaning most of the things is probably not stock. NDB repeaters and a few other things here. So we'll definitely see if we can loot that one. I just want to land my ship a little bit so that we can get into that ship and then basically steal it. Just to remove it out of Armistice Zone. This is going to be quite a walk though. We'll see if we can get out of this thing. Just turn off engines. I think we're far enough. We landed here and we should be decent. Gear is out and everything. Engines off. Now I can go fetch my ship, which is actually quite a run. Let me see if I make it here in the cold. Okay, we made it over. Let's go see if we can take all their components and eventually sell them. Okay, managed to land with my door open. Let's see if we can quickly take everything. I'm also going to take the weapons. Since it's NDBs, we should be able to sell everything. First, I'll start with the components here at the back. Luckily for us, most of the components are pretty grouped up. So, Lux core, I have no idea if this one is stock. If it is, we won't be able to sell it. But the seal's definitely not stock. I think, can I get it through this door? You see, if I can get it through here? I'll see if I can snap it here instead. I can't snap it here, unfortunately. Too little. Snap it all the way in front here. Snap it right there. Here is the base shield. The shield gives you the base shield HP and the base regeneration. So super good find. Let's just take the other things as well. Nightfall cooler is not stock. This is the base stealth cooler at the moment. So I'm definitely going to take this as well. We can sell it at Grim Hex. And here is, I believe, the quantum drive, which isn't the best one for stealth. So I'll just take this as well. We'll take a look. We can definitely sell this. Okay, that's all the components. Now we need to deal with the weapons. NDBs, super decent for PvP at the moment. They have a good projectile speed and decent damage. That's why they're so good. Projectile speed being the main factor for why they get chosen. And then we get the turret here in front. Also NDBs. I'll quickly take them both. And here is the last NDB. Super satisfying seeing them all lined up like this. I kind of wish I lined this one up here as well. Lining them up like this, super satisfying to me at the very least. That's all of the C1 looted. Let's go see if we can find a few more other things. We've got a pretty decent haul here. If I don't find anything, I'll probably head to Grim Hex. But first, let's take a look around a little bit more. I'm quickly here at Everest Harbor, seeing if I can refuel. There seems like a couple of ships out of bounds here that I can take a look at. Maybe they've got decent weapons. There's a C2. Maybe it has cargo. I'll quickly scan them all and see what we can find. I managed to find C1 here. They're really good for components. So I'm going to take a look at it. I have no idea how old this one is. It is default components. So I might take a risk with it and lure it. Okay, I managed to land right on top of it. This is my favorite way to land at ships that is in space. Since you can just basically take out the components and just look up with your tractor beam and load everything. Let's see if we can open it up. The open button doesn't work, so we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Managed to open it up just as I started pulling my ammo. Let's get the components and the weapons. So this one is pretty unsure, right? It's still private property, not owned. Well, owned by somebody. So we probably won't be able to sell the components. Just see if I can open this door by beating it. Never mind, I'll just shoot it. Finally managed to open this one. Gonna have to unlock everything so that we can get in. So many doors. At least these open up automatically for us. But I'm gonna take the components and you're probably going to see that we can't sell these. But you never know, maybe we get lucky. So Alt F and then unlock ports. And we also need to open up the RAM and the component base. I have a hotkey. Mine is 8. You can set it in settings. Technically, we can also steal the fuses if you want that. But I'm just going to go for the components. Here's the shield. You can see because I parked my ship just above it, I can basically just strafe to the top here and just throw the shield onto the ramp here. Seems like there's not a lot of space to snap it anymore. But for some reason, I can snap it into the other things here. So I'm just going to do that. Secure it a little bit. Here is the quantum drive. You can see they come with the extra component these days. Just to be able to jump through a jump point. So there you go. I think I'm not going to loot the weapons. I'm just going to loot the components. Because I'm pretty sure you won't be able to sell anything from that ship. This is just for like interest sake. So that you can see. But I'll definitely sell the rest and see how much we can make. I don't think I'm going to upgrade my ship. I'm not quite sure about the Freelancer Max until they fix the cargo hold. But I do enjoy flying here and there. We are at Grim Hex here. I'm going to quickly land and unload everything. Hopefully we can sell most of the components and make a decent amount of money. We'll take a look. Here's everything we've gathered so far. Quite a few weapons. I think this is going to be the main thing that makes us money. And maybe some of these components as well. quickly gonna unload everything onto the cargo elevator and send them down. Here's all the components, not the weapons. I'm gonna send it down quickly. Let's see if they store. Sometimes they don't. Then you know they're bugged. So then you can just take them off the elevator and basically throw them away, since they won't be able to sell or attach to anything. Only these two guns is mine that I unequipped recently. But you can see most of them are stored here, so that's a good sign. Let me send it up again. Now for all the weapons, most of them should be able to sell, especially the NDBs. Not gonna lie, it's super satisfying lining them up like this. And we even managed to put the sucker punch pretty decently on the grid here. Let me send them down. Seems like they're all on the elevator. Sending them down. Seems like most of them is in the storage here. I'm just gonna send it up. Have a quick look. Since if they don't store, they stay on the elevator. Seems like everything is fine here. Let's head to Dumpers Depot and see how much money we have made with harvesting ship components. I'm really hoping that in the future, when there's crafting and we find abandoned ships, maybe we can get a couple of components here and there that's crafted, that's super valuable, and we can actually sell them to players on the market. That's basically my biggest hope for this gameplay loop. Let's go out there, look for abandoned ships, and go sell their components. Hopefully one day this will be pretty decent. Maybe next year, we'll see. But let's quickly take a look at how much money we can make here. For now, you can see here's the shield that we looted. 5.9. The Nightfall, basically cooler. And then let's quickly take a look at the NEBs. 1.2. Sucker Punch is actually a little bit more. I don't think those other components really showed up. Lux Core and Sunfire. So the other ones that we looted from that other ship, the last C1, didn't show up here just because they were stock right. So I do not loot stock components, but I'll quickly calculate everything here and how much we have made. I managed to sell everything here. In total, we didn't make a lot. We made 26,000. This is just for the gameplay experience. It's my favorite experience to basically go out there, loot here and there ships. Sometimes you find cargo, which make it worthwhile, but components are pretty cheap at the moment. Hopefully they rebalance this for us. But hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, then you can watch this video right here where we actually found 100,000. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.